Hey everybody, Jeremy here again with part 3 of our Facebook and Instagram ads epic. Today we are going to be setting up the business manager account. So if you do already have if you don't have business manager, I should say, just go to business.facebook.com and it'll do a guided setup process. For those of you that have one business manager account, you need a second. It's a little bit weird, but what you're going to want to do is open this specific link, right? So it's business.facebook.com/create/ref equals U2U, right? And so I'm going to click that because it's really non-obvious how to create a new business manager account. So I'm setting up this account here, business manager account. So you should know that you only get 2 business manager accounts per Facebook profile, and that's set in stone. Nothing you can do about it. No amount of support tickets or whining or crying will allow you to get past that. So make sure that you're being intentional about what business managers you want to use. And in this case, I'm actually having to use my wife's account to show you how to do this. So we're going to start off. I'm going to name my business manager account the Moonshine Exchange, the name of my performance Amazon marketing agency. I'm going to have my wife's here set up, but I am going to use my new email, jeremy@moonshine.exchange, right? So click next. We have to do the country, and we have to do the address. So I'm going to put in my work address here, not for too much longer. I don't want people coming to my work bothering me. My business phone number, I am going to add that in here in just a moment. Gotta just look that up real quick. Got a Google Voice, so I just gotta grab that real quick as part of the setup process, and then gonna do that here. One moment. Cool. Okay, gonna copy paste that in, and then HTTPS moonshine.exchange, right? And so this, actually, since I'm doing performance Amazon advertising, this is just going to primarily be to promote the business itself. So got a confirmation email supposedly on Gmail account, but that's basically it for setting up business manager, right? Really simple, super easy. We can go through and explore a few of the business manager features real quick. I want to do that with you, but ultimately not a difficult process. So strange that I haven't gotten the email from them yet, but we'll just explore the some of the options. So I think I've gone through and shown some of you this before, but I'm just, I'm going to be doing a little bit of duplicate content as I start over and do this Instagram, Facebook ads epic. It's kind of inevitable. Here you've got in the left-hand sidebar, you got your people, partners, pages, ad accounts, apps, Instagram accounts, projects. You got data sources, brand safety, integrations for leads, payments, security center, requests, notifications, business info, setup guide. So in the people, you can add, in the people tab, you add in people, obviously, right? But the interesting bit there is that inside of people, so you go and you actually assign assets then, right? And so if you're an admin, you're an owner of the business, this is where you would let somebody get access. So if you just have like a consultant, like an independent freelancer, you could add them here. If you're using an agency, you should really do the partner integrations, which will be in the next section. But if you have like a limited team member or something, or you want somebody that on your team to be able to see the ads here, but they don't want them to actually be spending time like messing with them at all, you could assign them to be analysts. So when you assign somebody an asset, you also, let's say we want to assign them a page, you could check out the default role there. Analyst doesn't get to do anything. Advertiser can mess with the ads. Moderator can do more stuff. Editor all the way up to admin, right? So very interesting stuff. Partners over here. you can add a partner. So when your partner, if you want to add an agency, this is the right way of doing it. This is absolutely the way that you should be doing it. It gives you the most control over that agency, and like gives you the best way of managing your assets with them. And so they'll just give you their business ID, you add that in, and then you add them in, and then you could choose default roles and stuff like that. So accounts, you can add pages. You can add pages three ways: by creating a page, requesting access to a page and somebody can approve it, or you can add a page that you already own, right? So if you've just made a page outside of Business Manager, you can import it there. And that's what you'll need to do actually for your business, right? And so add accounts, same sort of thing. You can add account you own, you can request access to an ad account, or you could create a new ad account. Apps, you can add an app or request an access to an app. We'll get into building an app here pretty quick because I want to go kind of over from the Facebook side, not the developer side, but the Facebook side of how to actually pixel a mobile app, since I know a lot of you are working on mobile apps. So Instagram accounts, you can add them in here so that you can run ads to them and stuff. And then projects, this is just an organization tool, right? So under data source catalogs, very important. This is where you're able to do dynamic product ads and retargeting and stuff like that by adding in catalogs from your e-commerce stores, whether that's Shopify or WooCommerce. A lot of those have plugins that make it really simple to do that, but catalogs are very important. And then you can assign catalogs to people. Same with pixels. You get a pixel per ad account, but you can also share pixels with people and be shared on pixels, right? Offline event sets is super useful if you run a local store and you have like one of the point of sale integrations that actually integrates with Facebook, and you can do offline event sets that has manual or automatic uploads. Don't quote me on that. It might just be manual. I've got to check again. It's been a while since I've used it, but basically what it can do is it can take like customer emails that you collect at checkout or whatever and correlate them back to actual purchases. So customer saw it, clicked an ad, and then went in and bought something in your physical store. You can actually measure to some degree online to offline, right? It's not super accurate, but it does give you paint a picture. Custom conversions, that's a really interesting one. So you could create custom conversions inside of your business manager. Excuse me, for various folks. Event source group, so you can group your event sources like pixels, apps, offline event sets, and pages to view the customer journey, right? And then shared audiences. You can share audiences with each other. So if you're working with an agency, or let's say you're an agency and you're working with a brand and you want access to their customer list, they don't want to give you the customer list. What they could do is upload it for you, and then share you on the custom audience, right? And then you can create your own lookalikes and stuff like that off there. Brand safety. This is domains that you own right here. Block list. This is domains that you can block. So for audience network, there's somebody in the comments on Reddit the other day brought up very astutely that audience network has something like 43,000 sites, and if you're getting traffic from a site you don't want, you can block them on this list, right? Integrations, leads access. So you can do some interesting stuff with like Zapier, automatically pumping leads out of Facebook. That's an interesting one. Those are stored on the page normally, kind of a pain to get to, but yeah. Payments. Add your payment methods here, and you can actually share payment methods as well. Security Center, you can require 2FA, adding another admin, make sure everybody's active, employees or admins. Requests, these are just all the requests you made for all of them. Notifications from your business and what you want to actually get notified on. Business info, easy, understandable stuff. And then setup guide there at the bottom. So this can help you with pages, ad accounts, people, that sort of thing, right? And so really, really useful tool. If you aren't on Business Manager, I cannot recommend it to you enough. Basically hitting the point where it's almost mandatory. So definitely get on Business Manager if you aren't already. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, though. This is a really high-level overview of Business Manager. Appreciate you all sticking with me as we get through some of this foundational stuff, but I promise it'll make your lives a lot easier later on when you understand this stuff so that you can, go through and actually be able to troubleshoot some of these things. And you always run into these like kind of, oh, hey, I want to do this weird thing that's like outside the norm, and just understanding how all of these work is just very helpful. So thank you again for watching, and happy marketing, everybody.